Yo, 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 what up, everybody, and welcome back to DSR Live, the spot for the best and dopest live music and performances. I am your host, your friendly neighborhood Kells, and yeah, let's get it going. So I see we got a crowd out here tonight or this afternoon. How's everybody doing? Make some noise. All right, good enough, good enough. All right, so yo, there it is, even better. So there it is, right? So it's March, right? We at the end of March already, and you know what that means down here in Florida, spring break. Who's happy with all the traffic? Nobody. All right. So look, with that being said, right, so I mean, where you're out there sunning and funning and doing all those things, listening to the music and stuff like that, drinking responsibly, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's drinking responsibly. No, we're not. But anyway, so while you're doing that, right, it's a good opportunity to get out in the, the greater St. Pete, Clearwater, and Tampa area and check out some of the great acts that are out here in some of our live music venues, right? So like some of the, like we got the group right here, who's going to rock it here in a minute. So take advantage of that stuff. Add that to your summer playlist, your spring break playlist, and get it rocking. So, hey, the band that we got here for y'all this afternoon is really, really dope. So get your popcorn ready, get your lemonade on ice, get your juji fruits, all those things that you like, because they're about to blow the roof off this mug, y'all. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Tampa-based metalcore band, Gloomchild.
Hell yeah. Thank you. All right. This first song's called Maybe I'm Not Real. Thank you. This next song is called No Love. It's off of our first album, the first song we ever dropped. You wouldn't recognize me anymore, hiding in reclusive skin. You wouldn't recognize me anymore, letting my agony win. See, love, you've emptied your heart out for the last time. See, love, you wear my whole time. This next song is called Solemn. We just dropped a music video for it about a month ago or so. Thank you.
All right, all right, all right. Gloomchild, y'all. Gloomchild. So am I supposed to feel like somebody kicked me in my chest?
Kinda, yeah.
All right, all right.
Emotional
all right.
kick.
No, that was really, really dope. I'm telling you, like, sitting back there, you just feel it, man. It's really, really feel good music. So let me get up close and personal with y'all, right? So I'm gonna, ask you some questions. And we ain't gonna go down that route that we talked about earlier. We'll leave that
Okay.
secret. So let me go around the room. Let me get introductions from everybody. Starting with you, sir.
Yeah, I'm Tom. Excuse me. I'm Tom. I'm the lead guitar player.
All right.
What's up? I'm Joey. I play guitar.
All right. Represent the ladies in the back.
Hi, I'm Sherry. I play the drums.
I'm Cody, got the bass.
I'm Josh, I play synth.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm Justin. I sing.
All right. So, look, I was not expecting that out of you. I heard the singing, and then all of a sudden you just unleashed. It was dope. Like it hit me in the chest. I expected it from you. But that's just because that's your personality from what I learned from you earlier. Thank you. So let me get into some questions, right? So the name Gloomchild, where did it come from? I did a little research, but it didn't give me too much.
Yeah.
So give me a little bit more.
It's actually a name that I kind of made for somebody else that I was going to try to record and get started with some music for the first time. They wanted to be an artist, so I was just kind of picturing her and her image, and basically I told one of my friends, and he was like, dude, that name is sick. You didn't tell her that you were going to give her that name, right? Because you got to take it. So
Don't release the secret.
Yeah, it fits me as well and my kind of vibe that I go for, so I just took it for myself, and it kind of encapsulates the vibe of the music, like ethereal and kind of dark. A lot of my songs the lyrics are just basically about my inner struggles that I kind of just try to be as honest as I can and put them on paper. So I think it fits.
All right, I agree. I definitely agree with you. So how long have y'all been rocking together as a collective?
Us, I don't know, how long has it been now? Like.
We started talking like a year ago, but we didn't really start getting together until like September, October of last year.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Very dope. So your band is next in a line of a long line of like great artists from the metalcore genre, such as Killswitch Engage, Atreyu, and Hatebreed. How do you feel that your sound is pushing the genre forward?
I think songwriting wise that's the main thing that we try to do is switch things up, like structure wise. A lot of metalcore songs, they're all great and all the classics, are amazing, but they kind of follow the same formula. So we try to switch it up as much as we can. And then also heavy synths is something that we're into a lot. So, and that's not like a super unpopular thing. I think more bands are starting to embrace it, but we definitely are really, a lot of our songs start off with like synths when we write them, and then we add the heavy elements like towards the end, basically.
All right.
Yeah.
So who are your influences? I know, from what I understand, you are interchangeable. Like everybody can play something different within the band, which is really, really cool. So who are your influences? Let's just start from here, just going around the room. Go ahead.
Oh God. When it comes to guitar, I really like the modern fusion players like Mario Camarena and Eric Hansel from Chan. I like the Polyphia boys, Tim and Scott, Pliny, Intervals. As far as drummers go, I really like Questlove and Anderson .Paak. And I don't know a whole lot of drummers, but I do really like them. And yeah, that's about where I'm at.
All right.
Yeah. My favorite band is Avenged Sevenfold.
I have a few. My current favorite band is Spirit Box, and I also really like Dance Gavin Dance, and some more of the folk rock side. I really like Fleet Foxes, Rainbow Kitten Surprise, and so I kind of draw from different genres.
Yeah, I feel like I draw from a huge amount of different like sources. My favorite band is Circus Survive, but I've been really into like ambient synth noises for like the last couple of years. There's one guy in particular, like Joseph Shabason, I think is his last name, and he does some crazy stuff with synths and specifically tenor saxophone that's like definitely influenced a lot of like, I guess, what's the word, like noise. Forget it. Anyway, I'll think of it later. And then, It'll come to me.
I like a lot of like modern hip hop stuff, so I'm into like a lot of producers like Pharrell and Kanye and a lot of people like that.
All right, cool. And yourself?
My favorite band is Killswitch Engage. Avenged Sevenfold is a close second. The Rev, their late drummer, is one of my favorite musicians of all time. And I also really like Spirit Box and Circus Survive. And a lot of hip hop stuff like Snoop is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Somebody here said that they weren't familiar with Kendrick. Who was that?
Oh God. No.
Yeah. You're familiar with him. You just
I know
hadn't
who he
listened.
is. I just haven't like listened to enough of his songs to where I could like tell you what their names are.
You blew my mind with that.
Also, really quick, I'm sorry. I said I didn't know any other drummers earlier, but big shout out to my friend and awesome drummer Joe Arrington. I totally forgot about him, and I'm really sorry.
There you go. All
heard
right.
that.
Shout out. All right. So we're going to let y'all get back to some music here in a minute. And then, when we catch back up, we're going to talk about the new music that you're releasing and what you guys got coming up on the horizon.
Oh, yeah.
Rock well. Gloomchild,
you.
y'all.
All right, this next song is called Underpass. Thank you guys. All right, this is our last song. This is a new song we just dropped called Ruin. Go check it out everywhere you listen to music. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Right, all right, all right. Tampa's own Gloomchild, y'all. Tampa's own Gloomchild. So let's talk about the music, right? All right. So, I mean, from the stuff that you just played up to the beginning when y'all first got together, I'm curious of what does the creative process look like? Because I couldn't imagine tying this all together to make it sound as good as it does. So who wants to be the spokesperson to step up and tell me about that creative process?
Yes, I'll do it. Well, I started this by myself, and I wrote all the stuff and recorded it and played and stuff for like the first couple records, trying to get a band together. And so I had a bunch of different kinds of combinations of people in the band at one point, and then it just never worked out. And then we started talking on Skype, and then so basically I was writing a bunch of music. We got together and started practicing it, and then so they started learning the parts that I wrote for the older stuff. And once I started writing new stuff, I just kind of go to him for a guitar solo, and Joey and I write a lot of riffs together. But I'll basically get the whole demo kind of down, and then I'll tap into each member to kind of add their sauce into it, at least for like Ruin. So yeah, that's how it usually goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, do you feel like you guys are now hitting your stride? Are you getting in that sweet spot now where it's coming together?
Yeah. Every song that we've written after Ruin, it gets more and more collaborative. So that's what I want. I want to eventually we'll all be writing all the songs together from beginning to end. So yeah, Ruin is part of a new album that we just finished. We're getting it mastered right now. So it's definitely the most collaborative I've been on one of our albums, and I think it shows in the music. He and I were quarantined together, so we wrote a bunch. He wrote like half of the riffs on the album, which normally I don't do. So,
Right.
And yeah, and he and I work on synths together too. It's kind of us. I don't know. Everybody has like their own thing that they add to it for sure.
Right, right. And that's what I was saying. We were in the back talking about Voltron. You know, you guys just come together and form and just kick ass. And, you know, it's really, really cool to see it. And you mentioned, you know, you guys were quarantined together. And COVID, of course, you know, that's the elephant in the room still hanging around.
Yeah.
I know it's affected probably each and every one of you in your creative process.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I know you two are writing and doing different things. How's it affected the rest of the band as far as, you know, COVID and you know, getting that creativity out there that, you know, you may have been missing, or maybe just something that you never knew you had in you?
Yeah.
So I probably have a pretty different perspective, but COVID was actually one of the best things that ever happened to me, because right before the lockdown, I was literally at this place where I realized that I needed to work on my mental health, but I didn't have like the time to do it. And I was literally just like, I need some sort of way to prioritize myself. And literally 3 days later, COVID happened, and I found a therapist and I got my stuff together. And then about a year later, I met Justin and we started getting the Gloomy stuff together. And it's like, except for, I mean, as terrible as COVID is, and I don't want to say it's like anything good, but the timing of it for me was exactly what I needed.
All right. You got something for me?
I mean, when we got quarantined together and we wrote the new album, I mean, it really pushed my like musicianship into the next level and everything. So, I mean, COVID, it's been hell for everybody, but I mean, just making those adjustments and kind of like not letting it just like take me down completely, it's kind of just been something that made me stronger.
All right, well said.
For me, it just kind of made me realize what I truly value and what is really important in my life and the people I love around me's lives. And it just made me want to be better in musically and just as a person. So.
Yeah, I would feel similarly. I found myself in like a pretty decent rut, I think. Like I since then like left my job that I had, and I love my job now. And then being a part of this for a second time, actually, because I was in one of the other formations. But yeah, I feel like this is a great outlet that was kind of minimized by COVID. Like we didn't have it. And I definitely tried to do my own thing, but it just like I'd write something and delete it and then never found something. Yeah, I felt in a rut. Better now. It's better. Yeah.
Me and Justin were hanging out a lot around the start of COVID, like when the first hit, like I broke out. So I was pretty casual about like my musical endeavors at that point, and he kind of got me in at DAW and like taking stuff a lot more serious, like songwriting and making real music.
There it is. See the man right here. He's tying everybody together.
I don't know about that.
So what do y'all have coming forward? So you finished Ruin, and I know you're talking about doing some deluxe stuff with some previously released stuff. So what do you have coming up?
So just like we re-released a new version of Solemn, which was an older song, we're doing the same thing for another song called Underpass that we played here today. And we're going to have a music video that's going to come out with that we're really proud of. We shot it ourselves.
Nice.
And so we're still editing it, but it should be out in April.
All right.
And then brand new album that like I said, we just finished. We just sent it out to Mike Tucci to be mastered. So we're really stoked on that, and we're going to be rolling that out over the summer.
Bet.
So lots of new music.
Very cool, very cool. Make sure you go back and listen to the stuff previously released as well. So let me ask you this. What does success look like for Gloomchild, in your opinion?
My goal, like in life, if I could do it with music, is to like buy a house. But like what we're trying to do is just, I think just be able to tour on good big tours, like year round, and be like a touring band that can we want to sustain ourselves basically, and be able to do this full time. So that's the big dream for me.
All right. Yeah, I mean, simple, it's not too big out there,
Yeah.
And what I appreciate is that not only that y'all rock, right, but the fact that you're open and transparent about everything, talking about, how COVID affected you, and then, the name behind Gloomchild, and your creative process and all that. So what advice can you give to an up and coming band, regardless of genre? What advice can you give them as far as like, avoiding the pitfalls, or, just navigating this thing, that local independent band and getting your name out there?
Yeah. Tune your guitars. I would recommend playing to a click, even if you're not running any like fancy stuff in the background or backing tracks. I think you just want to be as tight as possible and practice as much as you can, and also make sure that you really like the group of people that you're with, because it makes a big difference when you can all like really get down with each other and hang out, and it's like not really a lot of the time is spent actually making music together. There's a lot of other kind of stuff you have to do that just involves a lot of sitting around with 5 other people. So you gotta get along.
Yeah, it's like y'all gotta have a family eating fried tortellinis from Wawa, right?
Yeah.
Dude, fried or those toasted raviolis from Wawa.
There it
Sponsor me, please. I will.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's very cool. Very cool. So, tell the world where we can find you.
We're on Instagram at Gloomchild, I think, right? It's just Gloomchild. I don't know. Twitter, I think Gloomchild Band. Gloomchild FL. Yeah. We'll be launching a website soon, which you'll be able to find all of our stuff directly there. But just follow us on Spotify and check that out. That's what we want the most, probably.
All right. So there it is, y'all. Y'all heard it first. Gloomchild rocking. My chest is still hurting, caved in completely. So no, a very, very cool group. I wish y'all the best going forward. And yeah, so that's it, y'all. So that's DSR Live. We're wrapping it up. Special thanks, big shout out to the DSR Live crew, behind the boards and the cameras back there doing their thing.
Yeah.
And, the audience out here making some noise, and also Gloomchild for coming through and rocking it.
Thank you.
So I've been your host, Kells. Be safe and support local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gloomchild merch.
The drip.
Yeah.